This year, the theme of the International Day of People with Disabilities, amplifying the leadership of persons with disabilities for an inclusive and sustainable future. Autistic race car driver Ben Taylor is a great example of that leadership. In his first year racing the Porsche Michelin Sprint Challenge, Ben had 5 top 10 finishes in 18 races, but his achievements off the track also just as impressive, and Ben is determined to change perceptions and break down barriers for autistic people. Throughout this season, he's taken time out from training and racing to step out of his comfort zone and speak to neurodivergent people and those with a disability, encouraging them not to let society create some boundaries. And we're lucky enough to have Ben joining us now. Thanks so much for your time this morning, mate. Let's start with your work on the track. How happy are you with those results you saw in your season there on the Porsche Michelin Sprint Challenge series?
Also, thanks for having me. Yeah, they were hard. So it's always hard, especially when it's a new car. There were a few new tracks, but happy with it. But yeah, just always working. It's always needing to improve is one of my things. It's almost like I'm never happy with some results. I just always want more. I'm a bit greedy when it comes to racing. It's just always wanting that bit more, and then eventually you get to that part where you actually can't even get a bit more. But yeah, it was awesome. Just loved it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. We're all wanting to improve at some stage, no matter how good our results are. What were some of your biggest challenges while racing this year?
Oh, the weather. We did some races and it would be about 50 degrees in the car, and we've got, the suit on, the helmet, all the fireproof stuff, and you just get out drenched in sweat. And we had this one race in Townsville where I think over the weekend I lost 3 kilos during the weekend just from doing 3 races.
Wow, that is absolutely brutal stuff. 50 degrees in the car. What's your training look like then to make sure you can actually put up with that kind of temperature?
It's just trying to recreate sort of things that will happen in the car. So a lot of it will be, your neck, your core. And so you want to put all the work into that kind of stuff. And also you got your legs. The arms, not so much with the Porsche because you've got the power steering. So it's a pretty light steering wheel. But yeah, you'll be doing burpees, lunges, all the fun stuff.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun to me, but I'm glad you're doing it. Ben, what has racing, do you think, added to your life?
It's almost like my life felt like I had a bunch of closed doors and I couldn't figure out how to open them. And then one day we tried in a go-kart and it was like this door actually opened, and it just led me to meeting amazing people and all these things that I can do. And I feel really happy all the time doing and really comfortable. And it's good also, you learn how to get out of your comfort zone, do things like this, talk to people. And it's really, I feel, it's built me as a better person as well, just through how you meet people and all of that.
Yeah, you talked about getting out of your comfort zone. You've been busy presenting to children in some specialist schools across the country as well, talking about your journey, inspiring those students to create the best version of themselves. So what's the message you're sending to those kids?
It's just, some people are going to say some things. Just don't worry about that. Don't let them, don't let them control what you think you can do. You just leave that alone. Just get out of your comfort zone is probably the first part, but it's all just going to be trial and error. That's how I found motor racing. It was a bunch of trial and error things, and just don't hold back. Just go all in.
Well, you're a great example of that, Ben. We wish you all the best for all your adventures coming up, and no doubt we'll see plenty more racing coming from you in the future.
Hopefully.